In this video I will show you how you can use your Excel setup sheet in combination with SuspAct geometry software. The sheet you see here is supplied by SuspAct and you can use it as your own template. In the bottom of the export sheet we find the export settings. We will now change them for our bike. We first look up the SuspAct bike file. Select it by properties and copy the full bike file name. This is the bike file as you receive it from SuspAct. Second, we will change the directory name to our directory. We can input an abbreviation for the rider name and the track name and choose if we want to display the bike number in the export file. If we now press the export button in our setup sheet, an export file will be generated for every outing that has a value in the box in top. We can find our export file in our export directory and we can open it in Notepad to have a look at it. We now start SuspAct and we show you the labels we have previously set for our import files. We select the file that we have just exported from Excel. And we see that for each parameter, SuspAct recognizes a value. We can change the labels by selecting it from the drop-down box. Once we are finished, we save the template. Now our import settings are defined, it's really easy to load the setup from an Excel sheet. We go to File, Import Setup Sheet with Template and select the exported setup info. We see that SuspAct opens the basic bike and adjusts it for the settings that you have made. In the import report you can see what has been used from the setup sheet. And we also see that the bike name has been modified for the current session. If we now want to modify the setting for free practice number 2, we copy the values of free practice number 1 and we make our modifications. In this case we have a different linkage mounted and we mount a harder spring and we will change the shock length by a big amount. We change the session name and make the export. To open the bike geometry of free practice number 2, we go to SuspAct, select the second bike and we import the setup sheet. We see that SuspAct opens the bike and makes the changes for the settings of free practice number 2. In the bike table we can see that the shock length, the linkage and the rear spring rate have all been modified. This has an effect of all the parameters that are displayed in red. This was a video of how you can export your Excel values to use them in SuspAct.